Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, markets were lower overnight to start out with some follow-through selling on concern of a higher U.S. dollar and also increased global interest rates would cause recessions and slow down in economic conditions across the world and reduce some import demand, especially into China. But the big news overnight was that in a speech, the president of Russia came out and said that they will have to review the Ukraine export corridor deal, feel that poor countries are being left out of the Ukraine exports, and most of it is going to Europe. A lot of the things he said in the speech was a little bit different than what the market feels is actually happening, but it's got wheat up anywhere from 20 to 30 cents higher. Corn market also is responding to it, although just recently. I think the big thing here is that looking behind me, the Northern Illinois corn crop has big ears and looks great. Maybe just a tad behind normal start for harvest date, but the big news was that one of the private crop groups came out and lowered their corn yield 5 bushels per acre and dropped the corn crop 320 million bushels from the USDA's August number. There's still some uncertainty of our final U.S. corn exports in 22-23 given the lower prices in Brazil and up until today, the lower prices in Ukraine. The Ukraine war continues and adds a lot of uncertainty of how much grain is actually moving to the port silos to replenish inventory to load future boats, but also some of the logistics domestically that could slow the number of acres that Ukraine plants in spring crops. The soybean market yesterday was lower on concerns about China demand and talk about a record U.S. and Brazil crop. The second big news overnight is our weather guy put out a special report suggesting that La Nina will continue into January. This is quite a bit of a change from last week's maps and would suggest that maybe South America will have another year of mostly dry weather and that the U.S. Southwest and U.S. Southern Plains could also be dry again. This could be a game changer, especially for those that are looking for a record South American corn and soybean crops that are plugged into today's prices. As far as the corn market, again, we'll have to be watching farmer selling. Right now, cash bases are strong, and the farmer says he's going to be probably a reluctant seller because he has pretty good cash position and really doesn't want to sell anything in this tax year, and probably will try to wait to see what yields are doing and what prices are beyond harvest. So the farmer here in the U.S. is bullish. Weather-wise, 6 to 10 day and 8 to 14 days, partially dry across the Midwest with rains confined to the southern areas. The southern plains, though, continues to be dry, which could lower or reduce conditions for planting the winter wheat crop. Have a good trading day.